Hi, I'm Jennifer, and this is Gentle Yoga at the Rice Lake Yoga Studio. Thank you for joining me today. We'll take a minute here and just stand at the top of our mat in Tadasana. Now, Tadasana is the foundation of our practice. It is a pose that allows us to ground ourselves into the earth and yet lift our crown up to the sky. So lifting your toes, finding that arch in your foot, and then settling your little toes down one at a time, keeping the arch in your foot, lifting your kneecaps, tightening your thighs, tucking your tailbone under if it's sticking out. And as you inhale, lifting your breath, feeling it flow up the front of your body, rounding your shoulders back, not pinching them, and lifting up through the crown of your head. As you breathe in, imagine energy flowing up from the earth, up the front of your body, lifting your head to the sky. And as you exhale, feel your breath move down your back and grounding into the earth. Breathing in deeply, breathing out deeply. Long, slow breaths. Just finding your place and finding your center, finding some balance in the pose. And now your arms are at your sides and your hands should be active. Keeping your fingers alert. Returning your breathing, focusing on your breath. And now at an inhale, sweep your arms overhead, reaching to the sky. Again, keeping your fingers active. And then checking that your shoulders are in your sockets. So pushing down, lowering your shoulders away from your ears, and turning to gaze between your thumbs. This is Urdhva Hastasana, hands up pose. Then inhale and reach. And as you exhale, sweep your arms down, bending your knees, belly on your thighs, and reach for the mat. Now, if you're not able to touch the mat, you can get yoga blocks or cross your arms, grabbing opposite elbows. Relax your neck and hang here in Uttanasana or forward fold. Again, relax your neck. Breathing deeply into your belly, allowing your spine to release, allowing your lower back to relax, softening your face and gazing between your shins. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, place your hands on the mat and slowly round up, stacking your spine, and then rolling your shoulders back and returning to Tadasana. Returning your attention to your breath. Maybe here you try to count how long it takes for an inhale. Hold it for a moment, and as you exhale, keeping your breath at the same length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale, hold it, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we'll take a moment to work on some side stretches. I'll move to the side of the mat here so that you can see me. Inhale your arms overhead, crossing your hands like this. Keeping your hands crossed, thumbs crossed, inhaling your arms up, reaching, again keeping your shoulders in their sockets, and as you exhale, pushing to the left. I'll be mirroring you here. So inhale, reach, And exhale, arms to the left, hips to the right, keeping your hips square with the front of your mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, deepen. And coming up on an inhale, stretch. And exhale, moving to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. And inhale back to center. Inhale, reaching to the sky. And exhale, lowering your arms to your sides. Finding our breath in Tadasana. Breathing long, slow breaths. And now loosening your shoulders. Roll your shoulders in small circles backwards, just to loosen them up. And then moving them forward. Back to center. And now larger circles. Place your fingers on the front of your shoulders and the thumbs in your back, and make large circles rotating back. Just really big. As you roll them back, feel your chest opening. And again, rotating in the opposite direction. Arms back at your side. A breath into Tadasana. Finding your center. And then inhale your right arm up, placing your left arm behind the elbow, pulling your arm across your chest, feeling that stretch in your shoulder blade. Keep breathing in and out. Deep inhale, exhale, returning to center. And inhale your left arm up, right arm just above the elbow, pulling your arm across your chest. Breathing deeply. And returning to center. Now, gentle neck stretch. So tilting your head to the right and taking your right arm and pulling down, feeling that stretch. Back to center. And now tilting to the left, pulling down with your left hand and feeling yourself stretch gently on the right side of your neck. And back to center. Inhale your arms overhead. And again, we'll sweep down for another forward fold. Relaxing your neck, crossing your arms, releasing your back. Breathing long, slow breaths. Deep inhale, exhale, release your hands and slowly rolling up, stacking your spine one at a time. Breathing here. We'll move to chair pose. So inhale your arms in front of you, palms down. And as you exhale, bend your knees, keeping your legs parallel and all the weight back in your heels. So lifting your toes. Inhale, stretching your arms forward, maybe pulling your shoulders back so you get some opening in your chest, gazing forward. Exhale, sink more deeply into the pose. And inhaling back up to Tadasana. I'll show you from this side. So back in Tadasana, inhale your hands forward, and as you exhale, sit back as if you're sitting in a chair. Again, the weight in your heels, you should be able to lift your toes. Inhale, opening your chest, exhaling, sinking deeper. Now maybe here you rotate your palms to face each other, and inhale your arms overhead as you exhale and sink more deeply. And inhale, rise. And exhale, back to Tadasana. Finding your center, finding your breath. And now turning to face the long edge of your mat, we'll move to Warrior Two and Reverse Warrior. So, take an inhale and rise, find your center, and as you exhale, step your feet wide, placing your hands on your hips. Turn your right toes to face the short edge of the mat. Again, hands on your hips. Inhale, lifting. As you exhale, stack your right knee above your right ankle, not going too far because that'll hurt your knee. If you need to deepen the posture, move your left foot back. Your shin should be perpendicular with the ground, knee above ankle. Inhale your arms up. And as you exhale, turn and face, gazing over your fingertips. Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2. Now to center your torso above your hips, feel as though somebody is pulling on your left hand, and then stretch your fingertips to the right. Soften your face. Breathe deeply. Inhale, stretch, and on an exhale, turn your palm over, place your left hand on your left thigh, and on an inhale, sweep your arm overhead, reversing your warrior. Breathing deeply. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, back to Warrior Two. Inhale, hands to your hips, turn your toes to face forward. Take a moment here, and then turn your left toes to face the short edge of your mat. Hands on your hips. Take a deep inhale, lifting through your crown. As you exhale, stack the left knee above the left ankle. Again, if you need to go deeper into the posture, move your right leg back. Inhale your arms up. And as you exhale, turn and gaze over your fingertips, softening your gaze. Again, imagine somebody pulling on your right arm to center your torso over your pelvis. Breathing long, slow breaths. Inhale, stretch. And as you exhale, turn your palm over, right hand to your right thigh, and inhale your left arm up over your head, reversing your warrior. Breathing deeply. Inhale, stretch. And exhale back to Warrior Two. Inhale, turning your toes in, stretching here in Utthita Tadasana, extended mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. You can heel toe back to Tadasana. Again, centering yourself here, checking to see if you still have that arch in your feet. Are your shoulders back? Is your pelvis, tailbone not sticking out? Breathing long, slow breaths. And now we'll move to a wide angle forward fold, stepping your feet wide. Hands on your hips. Now turning your heels out slightly and your toes slightly in, finding that arch in your foot. Inhale up through your crown, and as you exhale, fold halfway down. Inhale, reach through the top of your head. Exhale, place your fingers on the ground in front of you. If you have trouble reaching the ground, get some blocks or some books, even some soup cans, something to help you reach the floor. And then stay here for a moment, gazing up, finding the bend in your back. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, lower your head, and lower more completely to the mat, walking your hands back to your feet and keeping your elbows in and your forearms perpendicular. Then relaxing your head. If you feel like you can move your legs a little wider, you can do that. And sinking into the posture with every exhale. So inhaling deeply into your belly, and as you exhale, sink into the posture. Breathing long, slow breaths. Now inhale, lifting up to your fingertips, placing your hands on your hips. On your next inhale, rise. And move your hands and feet back to Tadasana. Finding your balance, finding your center. Long, slow breaths. Allowing your heart rate to slow down. Counting your breath. And now shifting your weight to your left leg. Lift your kneecap to tighten your thigh, tighten your glute, and feel your lifting up on the ball of your right foot. Feel the balance come to that left leg. So try standing here and keeping your balance on one leg. We're moving to hand to knee pose. So you can lift your right knee up if you're able. So standing here, finding your balance, lifting up your right knee and holding it with your right hand. Inhale to lengthen through your crown, and as you exhale, open your leg, trying to maintain that balance. Inhale, exhale your leg back to center and lower. Shake out your foot. Refine Tadasana, and then move your weight over to your right leg. Again, lifting your kneecap, tightening your thigh, tightening your glute, finding your balance on all four corners of your foot, and lifting up onto the ball of your left foot. Now, once you've found your balance on your right side, inhale your knee up, holding onto it with your left hand. And now hold here. Sometimes it's always easier to find balance if you focus on a point on the wall or the floor in front of you that's not moving. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly open your leg, finding balance in this position. Wobbling is okay. Back to center, and exhale back to Tadasana. Long, slow inhales, long, slow exhales. Now there are days that we're more balanced than others. Sometimes one side is more balanced than the other side. Balance is a practice. It has to do with how quiet our mind is, how we're feeling that day, and sometimes we can find balance in other places. So if during your practice you're feeling as though you don't have a lot of balance, maybe practice around the house. You can always hold on to a wall if you feel that you need the stability to give you the confidence to continue the pose. So if that's something you need, don't be afraid to just place your fingertips lightly on the wall while you practice. I struggle with balance from time to time, sometimes more often than not, as my mind races to get things done. So forgive yourself and just keep practicing. So center yourself in Tadasana, in mountain pose. And now shifting the weight again to the left leg, we'll move to Vrksasana, tree pose. So lifting up on the ball of your right foot, opening your leg and kickstanding it alongside the ankle of your left leg. Now this may be where you are at today for your tree pose, and that's fine. Other places you can place your leg is on the ankle, the calf. Some people like their leg up on their thigh. So find the spot that's comfortable for you. So inhale, hands to heart center, lifting up on the ball of the right foot, finding your balance on the left leg, turning that right leg open, and placing it where you like on your left leg. Again, finding an immovable spot on the wall or the floor. Breathing in, tucking your tailbone, and if it's available for you, you can inhale and lift your branches to the sky. And as an additional challenge, gaze upward. If you fall out, come back in. Inhale, reach, and as you exhale, hands to heart center, replacing your foot to the ground, shaking out your feet, and returning to Tadasana. Long, slow inhale, long, slow out, exhale. Moving your weight to your right leg, again, finding balance on really grounding into the mat with your foot. How your foot is placed on the mat, how stable it is, will help you be stable in your pose. So lifting your kneecap, tightening your thigh, tightening your glute. Inhale, hands to heart center. Lifting up onto the ball of your toes, opening your leg. So turning that left knee out, placing it on your right leg. Finding your balance, finding your focus, and breathing. Inhale your hands overhead, reaching your branches up to the sunlight, swaying in the wind if that's what happens. And then to increase the challenge, turn and gaze skyward. Inhaling, reaching, and as you exhale, hands to heart center, lowering your foot to the ground, shaking out your legs, and returning to Tadasana. Now we'll make our way to the mat from Tadasana. Again, inhale up to Urdhva Hastasana, hands overhead, and exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax your neck, relax your head, bend your knees enough so that your hands can reach your mat, and then move back into tabletop pose. So stacking your shoulders and elbows above your wrists, your hips above your knees, your palms are wide, fingertips spread, and your middle finger is pointing forward. And gaze gently down at your mat. Find your balance, breathing here. And we'll move through cat and cow. So inhale for cow pose, lifting your chin, tail up, opening your shoulders, lowering your belly. And as you exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest, tucking your tailbone, pushing up into cat pose. Inhale, chin up, tailbone up, belly down. And exhale, rounding out. As you move through this pose, really focus on your thoracic spine and getting movement and arch in there. Continue moving through the posture at your own pace. Breath tied to movement. So as you exhale, chin to chest, tucking your tailbone. And as you inhale, lifting your chin, lifting your tailbone, finding that curve in your back, all the way from the base of your neck to the tip of your tail. And again, moving through this at your own pace. And when you're ready, we'll meet back in tabletop. Move your knees to the width of your mat, your toes touching, and press back into child's pose. So pressing your hips to your heels, your arms are in front of you. You can place your forearms on the mat and lower your head. If this is too difficult of a bend, you can use a block for your head, or you can put both of your fists together and rest like this. So hands in front, or you can move your hands behind and let them rest next to your feet. Wherever you find the most relaxation is the position you should be in. And taking long, slow breaths into your belly. And long, slow exhales. If you have any tension in your body, release that with every exhale. So inhale to wherever in your body you're feeling tension, wrapping your breath around that point, and as you exhale, send the tension out, relaxing your muscles, relaxing your joints. Breathing deeply. And inhaling, back to tabletop. We'll move to balancing table. So in this pose, again, spread your palms wide, fingers wide, and tuck in your elbows, so rotate your elbows so that the crease of your arm is facing forward. So rotate that, tucking your elbows in. Inhale here. And now inhale your right arm up and your left leg back, really pressing through the ball of your foot and your fingertips. So inhale, reaching. And as you exhale, grounding into the mat with your hand or your knee. Now if you find that there's pain on your knee here, you can certainly fold your mat over. Inhale, reach, and exhale, returning to tabletop. You can fold your mat over and just place your knee on a double thickness, or find a blanket for your knees. Sometimes our knees are sensitive to this position, particularly when you're balancing on one knee. Now on the opposite side, inhale your left arm up and your right leg back, reaching through your fingers and through the ball of your foot. Your hand and your foot are active. So inhale, stretching. Exhale, grounding. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, ground. One more time, reaching. And returning to the mat, and we'll move to puppy dog pose. So resting on your forearms, so placing your forearms under your elbows under your shoulders, hands flat on the mat, and lowering your head, relaxing your head, relaxing in this puppy dog pose, breathing deeply. This can be a good pose to do as an accommodation if you find down dog in one of the other practices is hard on your joints or hard on your face, on your eyes or your neck. Just relax here. Nice deep breath. And then move into extended puppy dog pose. So walk your hands forward, reaching them out in front of you, lowering your head to the mat. Now, if this is hard on your shoulders, just stay in puppy dog. Again, if it hurts, don't do it. And now lifting your head and lowering your pelvis to the mat, we'll move into Sphinx pose. So get yourself settled, elbows and shoulders are stacked, palms are flat on the mat. And as you inhale, press your forearms into the mat and lift, breathing into the pose. And then exhale, lower into the mat, move your arms to the side and rest your head on your left ear. Breathing deeply into your belly. Returning to counting your breath. And now inhaling back up to Sphinx pose. Elbows under your shoulders, palms flat on the ground. As you inhale, pressing into your forearms. Have your legs behind you, straight and active. Pressing into the mat with your pubic bone. Inhale, lift. Taking long, slow breaths. One more, inhale. And as you exhale, cross your forearms. We'll move into crocodile pose. So forearms in front, place your head, your forehead on your arms, and just let your body relax in this pose. Breathe deeply into your belly. And now strengthen your left leg. Really tighten it up, press it into the mat, and on an inhale, straighten your right leg, inhaling it up, pressing through the ball of your foot, reaching for the wall behind you. Inhale, lift. Deep breath. One more inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Relaxing your legs. Breathing deeply. And now to the other side. Straightening your right leg, extending your left leg. Inhale, lift, pressing through the ball of your foot, reaching for the wall behind. Inhale, lift. One more big inhale, lift. Hold it, and lower. There you are, breathing deeply. Feeling your belly fill with air. And now zip up your legs, pulling them really close together like a mermaid tail, and trying to lift them both at the same time. So inhale, lift. Breathe deeply. Inhale, lift higher. As you exhale, hold. And one more time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Move your arms to the side and turn over and place your head on the ground on your other ear. Relaxing. Breathing deeply into your belly. And now placing your hands on your shoulder, underneath your shoulders, pressing up to tabletop and moving back into child's pose. So widening your knees, toes touching, and pressing back into child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Placing your arms in the position that's comfortable for you, and breathing deeply. Nice long breath. Nice slow exhale. And now coming back up, walking back and sliding your legs around and coming into a seated position. I'll just turn around here so you can see. And placing the bottoms of your feet together, we'll move into bound angle pose. So this may be where you're at today. Everybody has a different level of flexibility. If you can scoot your legs in, you can hold them here, grab here, or put your hands around your feet. And then use your elbows to press your legs wider. And then lift up, gaze at the sky. Take a deep inhale. And now as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and slowly round down, moving your forehead towards your toes. Feeling a different stretch in your back. Breathing deeply. And then rolling up slowly on an inhale, stacking your spine and spreading your legs wide. Knees up, toes up, hands behind your back, fingers facing towards the back wall. Inhale, open your chest. Really, really breathe into your heart space. And exhale, bringing your hands to the center, and then just walk those forward as far as you're comfortable. Breathe here, and then exhale, relax your neck. Maybe you can continue to walk your hands forward, maybe they stay here. Just breathe into the position. Keeping your toes up, knees up. Inhale, exhale, breathing deeply, and coming up on an inhale. Place one hand in front and one behind, and then turn your body to face your right leg. Inhale, lifting through your crown. Exhale, folding forward. Walking your hands toward your leg or reaching out towards your foot, wherever you can grab. Do that. It might be your thigh or your knee or your calf. You may be able to grab your foot. So inhale and lengthen. Exhale, hinging at your hip. Lengthen, fold. And then when you've reached the full extent of your posture, relax your neck. Breathing deeply. And on an inhale, walk yourself back up. Return to center. And then one hand in front, one behind. Turn and face your left leg. Using your right hand and your left hand behind you to turn your body directly over your leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, walking your hands, reaching for your foot or your calf, wherever you can reach. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then relax your head. Breathing deeply. Finding that space. Coming up on an inhale. And then moving your legs together into Dandasana, staff pose. Again, hands behind your back, chest open. Inhale, opening your chest, breathing into your heart space, gazing towards the ceiling. Long, slow inhales, long, slow exhales. And exhale back to center. Placing your hands behind your legs, toes up, feet are active. Slowly walk your hands forward, looking forward. Keeping your chest up until you get as far as you can reach, and then lower your head. Relax your neck. You can stay in this position. You can lengthen with every inhale, maybe deepen with every exhale. Breathing in and out. Again, knees up, toes up, neck relaxed. Coming up on an inhale, bringing your legs back, crossing your legs, one leg in front of the other. Inhale, lifting your crown, finding your straight posture. Taking a moment here, we'll do a gentle twist. So placing your left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind your back. Lift through your crown, and as you exhale, turn to the right, using your hand to gently twist you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And now breathe into this space, just holding it. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release back to center. Moving to the other side, left hand behind your back, right hand on left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Then hold here, breathing into this twist. And inhale, lengthen through your crown. And exhale back to center. Switching your legs. We'll twist again. Inhale, lengthen. One hand on your knee. One hand behind. Inhale, lengthen. Twisting to the right. Lengthen. Twist. Lengthen. Twist. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Switching sides. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lengthen. Twist. And big inhale. And returning to center. Breathing here. And now feet flat on the mat. Placing your hands behind your legs, roll back. Grasping your knees and pulling them close into your chest. Maybe rocking side to side, maybe massaging your back a little bit here. Pull them in. And then one long stretch. Crossing your thumbs, reaching your arms overhead, rolling your shoulder blades down so they're flat on the mat, and then reaching to the wall on both sides with your fingertips and with the balls of your feet. Getting a really good stretch here. And release. Take a moment, have a brief savasana here, corpse pose, just allowing our body to relax from the work that we've done. Rejuvenate for a moment. Focusing on your breath. And now inhale, bending your knees up. And exhale, pushing the balls of your feet into the ceiling. So your legs are perpendicular to the mat. This is a nice gentle inversion to get the blood flowing to your organs. Breathing deeply. And now bend your legs and place your feet flat on the mat. Placing your right ankle on the top of your right thigh. We'll do eye of the needle pose. So your leg makes like a shape of a 4 with your knee out, giving a gentle hip opener. For some folks, this is enough. For others, inhale your leg up so that your shin is perpendicular with the mat. Take your hands, interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. You can push your right leg open with your elbow on your right thigh. Inhale, and as you exhale, deepen the posture by pulling your left thigh in towards you. So inhale, exhale, pull. And now stop wherever you find just that little bit of pressure. You don't want to hurt your hip joints. You just want to feel a nice stretch. Breathing deeply here. Long, slow inhales, long, slow exhales. Just releasing into that hip joint. Deep inhale and exhale, releasing your feet back to the floor, both feet flat on the mat. Taking a minute to center here, taking a breath, and then lifting the left ankle, placing it on the right upper thigh, opening that leg, and inhaling the right leg up, shin perpendicular with the mat, interlocking your fingers behind your right thigh, taking an inhale, and as you exhale, pulling that leg in. Nice long inhale, exhale, pulling your thigh toward you. Again, stopping where you feel that stretch. Should be a nice stretch that feels good. If you feel any pain, absolutely back off. Yoga should never hurt. Breathing deeply. Inhale and exhale, placing your feet back on the mat. Extending your legs out, taking another long stretch, interlocking your thumbs, maybe the other way, placing them over your head, shoulder blades flat, reaching through the balls of your feet and the tips of your fingers, really stretch, pressing your lower back into the mat, not arching it up, pressing it down, stretch, and release. We have one more pose before we move into our final savasana. So bending your knees, extending your arms out to the side. We'll move into a nice side twist, supine twist. So inhale, lifting your legs up, shins parallel to the mat. And as you exhale, slowly roll over onto your right hip, stacking your hips and stacking your knees, slowly lowering them to the ground. Now, if this is too deep of a twist, you might want to place some pillows or some blankets down where your legs land. Inhale here. As you exhale, turn and gaze out over your left hand, breathing deeply. If you have tension in your lower back or feel some tightness, inhale into that space, wrapping your breath around the tension, and then exhaling it out with your next breath. Just imagining that tension leaving your body. And inhaling back to center. And exhale, rolling onto your left hip, lowering down, stacking your hips, stacking your knees, and turning to gaze out over your right hand. Now you can place your hand on your knee if you feel like you want to get a little extra stretch, or if you think your leg is sticking up a little bit. But again, it should be comfortable for you. You should not be feeling any pain. Relax your face, soften your gaze. Breathe deeply into your belly. Inhale back to center. Put your hands on your knees and pull your knees into your chest, finding that balance, pressing evenly with your hands, pressing down on your back, feeling your lower back meet the mat. Breathing here. And now extending your legs, allowing them to spread apart, your feet rolling away, your hands away from your sides, your fingertips soft and relaxed, softly curling upward. Your shoulder blades, rolling your shoulder back so that they're against the mat. Take a deep breath here and exhale it through your mouth. One more time. Hold it and exhale. Feeling your body sink into the mat and relax. Breathing deeply. Now as you rest here in Savasana, relax the crown of your head. Relax your face. Relax your ears and the space behind them. Relax your cheeks and your lips. Allow your jaw to release and your tongue to float away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your neck and your throat. Allow your shoulders to sink into the mat. Relax your joints, your upper arms and your elbows, your forearms and your wrists. Relax your hands and all the muscles and bones in your hands, and relax each and every finger. Feel your breath rise in your chest and your belly, and as you exhale, feel yourself sink into the mat, relaxing your chest, your belly, your lower back. Allow your hips to sink into the mat. Feel your hip sockets. Breathe into them and allow them to loosen and relax. Relax your thighs and your knees, your shins and your calves. Relax every bone in your ankle and your foot and all the muscles that surround them. Relax each and every little toe. And with every breath, fill your body with light and energy. And with every exhale, feel yourself sink deeply into the earth. Take as much time as you like in this Savasana. And when you're ready, allow yourself to slowly waken. But there's no rush. The time you spend in Savasana is time well spent. It allows your body to put into its memory of every cell the practice that you've done today and to rejuvenate for the day ahead. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.